If you are a health professional thinking about starting a private practice in South Africa, this video is for you. I'm going to take you through 8 things you need to do before you start. Let's get into it. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Tasneem. I'm an occupational therapist and digital marketer, and I'm here to share tips and tutorials to help health professionals start and grow profitable private practices in South Africa. In today's video, I'm going to share with you things you need to do before you start a private practice. Number 1, it's time to get real with yourself. Before you venture into private practice, you need to make sure that private practice is even right for you. You need to ask yourself, why are you going into private practice? Are you running towards something or away from something? Starting a private practice is essentially starting a business. So if you are all for developing the skills and adapting a business mindset to take you towards something like being your own boss or time flexibility, then go for it. But if the only reason you are going into private practice is because you think it's the only alternative to the professional situation you are currently in, and the idea of being an entrepreneur freaks you out, then maybe it's not for you. Bottom line is, be clear about why you are doing this and be sure you are willing to challenge yourself to do it. Number 2, do market research. Before you start any business, it's important that you do market research to determine if there is a need for the service or product you want to provide in the area you want to provide it in. And private practice is no different. You can either first decide on a specific field of interest you want to specialize in, and then find the best area where that specialty is needed most. Or you can first look at the area you wish to service and then research what area of specialty in your profession is needed the most and that people in that area are able to afford to access privately. Either way, it is not a good idea to just jump right in and offer your services somewhere where nobody in that area needs or is willing to pay for it. Number 3, make sure you have all the necessary professional registration requirements in order. For example, as an occupational therapist, I need to have up-to-date registration with the Health Professionals Council or the HPCSA as an independent practitioner in order to practice privately. It is important that you check with your relevant board what requirements there are for your specific profession. Number 4, have a plan. Before you start, it's important to have a vision of what you want your private practice to look like in 1 to 3 years' time. Then based on that vision, create a roadmap of how you plan to get there. For example, do you want to maintain a small solo practice, or are you looking to scale to a group multidisciplinary practice? How fast do you want to grow? These questions will be determined by many factors such as the financial and time resources you have at your disposal. For example, will you go ahead on full-time right off the mark, or will you start part-time while still employed? These decisions are critical to make before you begin, as it will inform many of the business decisions you make about your business. Number 5, decide which type of business entity you want to register your private practice business as. In South Africa, you have 3 options. You can register as a sole proprietor, a partnership, or an incorporation or Inc. It is against HPCSA regulations to register as a PTY limited company because this gives you as the individual limited liability, which poses obvious ethical concerns. There are pros and cons of each type of entity, but I will dig into that and how to choose the best entity for your needs in a later video with an expert. So if you are finding these types of videos helpful, then go ahead and hit the like button below and subscribe and hit the bell button to be notified when new videos are being uploaded. Number 6, get a business bank account. Even if you decide to be a sole proprietor, it is best to have a separate business bank account. This will make the financial management of your business much easier. There are many other reasons which I will go into more detail in another video. Number 7, get indemnity insurance. Do not, I repeat, do not practice without indemnity insurance. There are many service providers out there such as the Medical Protection Society or MPS. In a later video, I will discuss some of the things you need to consider when choosing an indemnity provider, but I cannot stress enough how important it is to have cover. And finally, number 8, get a practice number with the Board of Healthcare Funders, also known as BHF. This practice number will allow you or your patients or clients to claim from their medical aids. Now you might be asking, but Tasneem, what if I want to be a cash-only practice? Well, even if you plan to charge cash only, it is best to get a practice number to give your patients or clients the option to claim from medical aids if they choose to do so. Once you have this number and are registered with the relevant medical aids, down the line, should you choose to go the medical aid route, it will be easier to make the change. Getting it done earlier rather than later is best. And that's our 8 things to do before you start a private practice. Of course, there are many other things you need to do, but these 8 things will give you a good grounding to make good business decisions in your private practice as you grow. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notifications bell if you want more tips and tools to start and grow a private practice in South Africa.